I was in a dry spell. That's what happened. I was in this dry spell, and we're on the beach. And just, when you're on a dry spell, it's so weird. It takes a while for your dick to accustom. And since I was into NoFap, my balls were just full, dude. Just looking for any excuse to just, unload that batch in my balls and just make a fresh one. You know what I mean? Like, it was no vacancy in my balls. So, like, the hotel of spermatozoids, which is my testicles, was looking for any excuse to just throw them all out, dude. And literally, I made my move. We started making out. Boom. Creamed, bro. I was creamed. Wipeout. Total wipeout. The simple touch of a woman made me cream myself.
Two-door coupe, hopping out like Jack in the Box, nigga, I'm gon' shoot. If the 30's all that I got, nigga, time's up. Got my coins up, my balls up, so we find them. We gon' slide them, we line them, swear kind them. Just don't grip, I got them kinds of. I'm not your driver, so I don't hit it, he won't answer. I'm throwing.
What the fuck is up, Constant State of Annoyance podcast here again with Cooking Soul taking his music, not getting copyright restrictions. It's not like if it cares, because my channel is very far. It's eons away far from being monetized. But whatever, dude. I like bringing good music. I want to put music on the podcast. I like sharing music, dude. People don't share music with me anymore. I haven't shared music with people either. I'm all alone. I'm here in the middle of nowhere. But that's Cooking Soul. That's the Schoolboy Q Num Num Juice Cooking Soul remix. I fucking love that guy, dude. As you see, I'm not an old man. I'm into recent music, I have the attitude of someone that only listens to Journey, that listens to Journey and just, embraces Journey as much as possible because that's when he peaked. Those were the quote-unquote good old days, Those are the quote-unquote good old days when his hairline was there, when his dick worked, when he was free, when he didn't have the bills, before his kids, before having kids that he finds difficult to love, before having a wife that he finds difficult to love. Journey was the shit. Journey was his everything. That was his everything. And for my generation, people's everything could be so many things. It could be Pokemon. There's people that Pokemon was their everything, dude. Constantly pressing the A button. Being a 10-year-old that you don't actually know how to play Pokemon if you're 10. Let's be honest. You don't actually know how to play Pokemon when you're 10. You're just clicking A. You're not clicking. You're pressing. Okay, maybe I am an old man. But you're constantly pressing A, dude. Like, pressing A, what? 400 times an hour, dude, playing Pokemon. That's Pokemon. That's Pokemon. Like, what's the point of Pokemon? I don't even know what's the point of Pokemon. I really don't. That wasn't my everything. I don't know. I didn't peak then. There's people that peaked by that time. You know what I mean? There's people that fucking peaked playing Pokemon, or at least how they felt emotionally. But, yeah, the reason I'm saying this is that I'm not an old man. I've been accused of being an old man. I've been called an old man on a lot of occasions. Not by the way I dress. Although one time I was with this chick. And because I didn't care about... And I'm not being like, oh, look at me not caring about women. This is just, this is how I felt for this woman. We were hooking up and I didn't want to impress her anymore. I stopped caring, and that happens. That happens after you fuck for like the second time, where you really decide if you like this person or not is after you fuck for the second time. Because if then I'm like, I stopped trying to be funny. I dress more casual around you. I just want to fuck. I don't comb, I have fucking hair in between my eyebrows. I don't care, And sadly, that's the case. Your hormones will tell you, hey, go after this person. And you do it. you do the deed, you know? It's one of those off chances that you have the opportunity to do the deed, and you do the deed, and then you're like, well, that was, I feel empty, you know? Like that person you weren't attracted, dude. You just wanted to fuck. And I think that's a very beautiful realization. That's like an adult realization. And there's people my age, 23, that haven't gotten out of that line of thoughts, you know, that thought pattern of like they just attack romantically each and every like attracted impulse that they have inside of them. Like you gotta, being a fucking adult is all about knowing that a crush most of the time is simply someone that you just want to fuck, dude. Like you stop romanticizing this person because you know what's gonna happen, dude. You know what's gonna happen. You ever just been stuck in a relationship because whatever, I guess I'm in a relationship, but it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel nice. And I don't like doing that. I'm not the type of person that does that, you know. And yeah, I would like fuck around and realize, I don't like this person as much, but you know, we could like whatever, you know, touch pelvises for a while until we get, you know, you get tired of me, or I just stop answering your messages, or like one day I just come just horribly ugly, like non-shaved pubes, dude, like I'm eating my boogers in front of you. Like, this is the level of how much I care, and you realize that, and you're like, oh man, I deserve better, which you do, by the way. You do. You deserve better than me. Me being like, I guess, whatever, you know. Well, sometimes you don't put a lot of effort into going out with a woman. And I remember one time, I really didn't try, dude. Like, if I'm not, like, the decline comes, by the way, when I stop caring about when I stop caring about you, you know that. At least me. If you're ever dating me and you ever see this episode, this is a guide to George Blaha, to dating me. If we ever go out and I'm not wearing matching socks, the decline started happening. I stopped caring slowly. It happens, dude. And and this is something that we don't talk about. Like, we follow this like to fuck, this like fucking beacon that's just constantly flashing in your brain. Boom, boom. You know. You could just, there's this person that just wants a round or two from you, and you want a round or two from them. But, you know, you do the social thing. You know, you take them on a date. You treat them nice. You can't go full ooga ooga. Those aren't the social conventions. Those aren't the dances of our species. It isn't, dude. We're not dogs, man. We're not dogs. We don't sniff assholes and then we fuck. Although sometimes that doesn't seem like a bad reality. Just a sniff. I don't know. This smells pretty good. This smells pretty fertile. Damn, girl, you fertile as fuck. Damn, girl, why you gotta be so... Why you gotta be so fertile? You know, whenever you have an oops, bro. Damn, girl, you fertile as fuck. Fertile. You gotta put a fertile filter. That's a condom. Or like one of those like mesh, what you know, those little propeller things that women put inside them to not get pregnant. I love those things. UIDs, UDIs. You know, it kind of sounds like a bomb, but it's not a bomb. It's the bomb, so women don't get pregnant. But yeah, I remember one time I went out with this lady, and she did call me an old person by the manner I dressed that day because I had Hanes underwear on. And of course, if you're a guy and you're out with a girl that you know that you're going to go out with her, it wasn't like, you know, this wasn't in the plans. You know, I prepared my night with this woman wearing Hanes, just old Hanes underwear. It probably had a hole in it. It was just one of those like stretched out waistbands, you know? I don't know how they get like that. I don't know. I'm not fat, you know, but they always like stretch out after a certain point. Wear and tear, bro. Well, it was one of those wear and tear Hanes underwears, dude. And she says, hey, why are you wearing grandpa undies? And that just infuriated me. Obviously, when she said that, my pants were in my ankles, so I couldn't like grab her head and fucking just fucking knee her in the face. She's lucky that my pants were fucking were shackled up by my ankles with my jeans. Oh, but I have been called an old guy various fucking times, mostly by my fucking attitude, dude. And it's just something that I just need to change. And the thing is that I was raised around old people, you know? Old middle class people. Old middle class people are people that, I don't want to say that they didn't make it. I don't want to say that their lives were fulfilling or not. But I guess that they always had that itch that they could have done one more thing. They always had that itch. And that itch still scratches, dude. And, you know, they're tired. They're boomers. They're just not there anymore. You know, they don't have the energy that they used to have. And they would always, like, shake their fist at that fucking itch. Like, curse you, witch. Curse you, witch, to be more than what I am. You know, and never accomplishing it. I get that, dude. I get that. They would shake their fist. And that's why I would complain a lot. This is where the name, A Constant State of Annoyance podcast came from. Because I was raised by old people. I'm trying to analyze where I came from. Because I'm an anomaly. And I know that. And I don't know. I picked up a lot of bad old habits. I picked up a lot of good old people habits. You know, like I listened to a couple of wise old people. Thank God for that. Thank God for fucking tripping over a wise old person or two, because there's a lot of dumb old people, dude. There's a lot of dumb, wrinkly fucks out there, dude. A lot of them, you know? A lot of them. It's this weird thing, man, where everyone's like, respect your elders. But I only worked in like a tribe setting. There's like two old people. They hold all the knowledge, you know? They are essentially like the cloud. You know, if it wasn't for these old people like you in this tribe, in this like Ooga Booga tribe or whatever the fuck, in this Indian tribe, this is the only source of knowledge. Old people were the internet. But the internet took old people down and knocked them down, dude. You know? Now we could fucking Google anything. I don't need to act. I don't need to ask an old person. I don't need to like rub their feet, you know? Pet their boils or whatever the fuck it is that, you know, old people have you do while they talk to you, you know? Like, I thank God for computers. Now I don't have to, like, look for some, like, distortioned view of the past, you know? Like, at least knowledge isn't passed down from generation to generation, but, like, slightly distorted by the people who held that information in their minds. Like, thank God, you know? At least we have quote-unquote objective, you know, truth on the internet. Quote-unquote. Because sometimes I don't know. But I've always been called an old person, you know? So I did pick up that wisdom. I did pick up, you know, the underwear style. But everyone has those, like, old hangs, right? Or is it just old people? I don't know, man. I used to dress like an old person. I remember this. I would always wear long socks, you know, until I realized that all the cool kids didn't wear long socks, that didn't wear ankle-high socks. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I need to figure something out. I remember I would be so embarrassed about this, you know, and ankle-high socks look ridiculous. Like, they look so weird, dude. They look so weird. That's gross. And I remember I would, like, fold it inward to make it kind of, like, ankle high. It was so weird, dude. Like the insecurities I used to have, you know, socks. My world used to be so small. But my point being, Jesus, I keep on going on these tangents. I remember I've been called old a bunch of times. I'm grumpy as fuck, dude. I'm so fucking grumpy. You know, I've also been called an old man, mostly because of my attitude, also because of my erectile dysfunction. No. By the way, that's one great heckle. Like, if I was an evil chick without a consciousness, if there's an evil woman or guy, a gay dude, gay people could do this too. Gay dudes could do this. If you're an evil gay person or an evil chick, and you're with someone that's having a little like erectile dysfunction problems, call him grandpa, call him gramps, like it can't get hard. You fucking lift his soft dick with your finger, with your index finger, like, oh, cheer up, grandpa. You look at it, his soft cock. You go, oh, cheer up, grandpa, while lifting it with your fucking finger. And I didn't understand. I don't know why I hit that button. I don't know. I just felt like I needed a fucking. Oh wait, I know.
It's a gay bomb, baby.
That's the button I should have pressed one more time. I've been wanting to unveil this one. I love this fucking soundbite.
It's a gay bomb, baby.
It's perfect. But or you either do that or you fucking chant at it. Do you know how hilarious, how evil and hilarious it would be to chant at a dick that has erectile dysfunction? Like boner, boner. You can do it, boner, boner. Come on, boner, 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 boner. You're just like screaming in a motel room, boner, over and over again. Trying to cheer it up. Well, you need some motivation, little buddy. Oh, my God, dude. Oh, my God. Man, I don't want to be old. I don't want to be old, but I have a lot of old attitudes, I'm angry. I'm grumpy. People call me grandpa all the time when I'm complaining. I complain about young people a lot. It's insane. Like, it needs to stop. I'm 23. Like, I am young people, I need to enjoy this age because it's going to leave, and I don't even know where. I don't even know, man. I just need to learn how to enjoy the moment more and stop being a Mr. Grumpy Pants. Swear to God, dude. Stop fucking wearing my overalls, shaking my fist at kids. Get off my lawn! Like, I don't know what I've been doing, man, all this time. I really need a change of attitude, man. But Jesus Christ, please someone chant at a erectile dysfunctioning penis. That would be hilarious, dude. Like a little pep rally, dude. You get out the pom-poms. You cheer for it. All that pressure on the person wanting to get a boner. I've had that where I'm like, but it happens always after I come the first time. Because this is my sexual tactic. I want more people. We need to talk about this, man. Because the problem with having a penis, I think, and fucking me is that you want to fuck. But sometimes, like, it's depending your masturbational habits, I think. And also, like, if you watch porn or not. But I remember there was a time where I just strictly didn't jerk off. Now I would jerk off like maybe once a week, and I'm always deeply ashamed of it. I don't like doing it that much. I bought, and I've talked about this over and over again, but I've bought the semen retention lie. It may be a lie, but it's that placebo that fucking gets me through the day. It makes me feel good, makes me feel with more energy, and maybe there is an effect to it. I feel more focused. I work more. I'm more creative. But again, I'm so down for the small percentage or big percentage that, semen retention is just a dumb placebo for men, But the problem with doing semen retention, the problem with doing NoFap is that when you do get down and dirty, it takes a couple of like crank starts to get your dick back and operational, dude. Like, I remember this one time. Can't believe I'm going to say this on the podcast. I remember this one time, dude. I was on the beach. I've never had sex on the beach. Never fucked on the beach. And, which, by the way, I mean, sure, I'm going to tell this story, and this is why I think fucking on the beach is overrated, and it's not because I couldn't perform, and that's the story, but I think fucking on the beach is overrated because there's no lumbar support. It's kind of uncomfortable. It's just your sand everywhere, sand and water. Like, sex is a wet activity. It's a pelvically wet activity. And with sand, it's just, oh, man. It's just too much, dude. You always wake up the other day with sand in your butthole, dude, but like deep in your butthole. like you discover that sand when you're taking your first shit of the day, you know, where you're like wiping in and you feel some crusties, some like hard particles, and you fucking dig it out. You dig it out with a wet wipe, with 3 wet wipes. You needed the density of 3 wet wipes to clean out the amount of sand that you got for fucking in the beach. That's why I don't like fucking in the beach, dude. It's overrated. It's okay. Sex on the beach. Like, whatever, man. Whatever. Get a bed. There's no better sex than bed sex. Literally no better sex than bed sex. You know? Hammock sex must be a fucking mess, dude. You know, man. Hammock sex. I think, because I talked about Indians earlier, and in Puerto Rico, before the Spaniards invaded, there used to be an indigenous group called Tainos, and I think they had hammocks back then. I think. But I wonder what positions they would fuck in, because they would have to like fuck on the ground, but they wouldn't fuck in a hammock. I doubt it, dude. They probably fucked maybe on all fours, if you could find like a cushion for your knees. Maybe, I don't know, they slightly bent them over. But dude, like, I'm so glad for beds, man. Beds and it's just it's dude, the bed's such an amazing invention, dude. Like, it's not like a bunch of hay. It's an actual bed, springs, it's gorgeous, dude. You know? It's one of those things that I don't appreciate enough in life. You see, I'm trying to be more positive, more upbeat, you know? I don't want to be I have the attitude of an AARP member, and it's annoying. That's my point. I've been called Gramps. Oh, wait, I was talking about it. I forgot. I was talking about this one time. I was on the beach. And it's at night. The ocean is just nice and smooth. Just waves crashing. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful Puerto Rican night at the beach. It's me and this chick. We're all alone. I found a spot, dude. I found a spot, you know. I feel local as fuck because I know a spot. And it's probably the spot that everyone goes to, so it's not, not that special. It's not that unique. And we go there. We talk. We have a few drinks. We're at the spot. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I make my move. And I was in a dry... Was I in a dry... I wasn't in a... Was I in a dry spell? I don't remember. I don't think so. I was in a dry spell. That's what happened. I was in this dry spell. And we're on the beach. And just, you know... When you're on a dry spell, it's just... It's so weird. It takes a while for your dick to accustom. And since I was into nofap, you know, my balls were just full, dude. Just looking for any excuse to just, you know, unload that batch in my balls and just make a fresh one. You know what I mean? You know? Like, it was no vacancy in my balls. So, like... The hotel of spermatozoids, which is my testicles, was looking for any excuse to just throw them all out, dude. And literally, I made my move. We started making out. Boom. Creamed, bro. I was creamed. Wipeout. Total wipeout. The simple touch of a woman made me cream myself. You know. This was a long time ago. This is a fucking... I can't believe I forgot about this. And... I remember, and I hit it. I didn't say, oh, I came. Dude, I put a straight face on. I put a straight face. Like, I kept on making out, dude. My dick felt like a stepped on Twinkie. You know when you step on a Twinkie inside the bag, the cream's just like everywhere? That's what it felt like. That's what my fucking penis felt like a stepped on Twinkie in the bag attached to my pelvis. And I don't know. We kept on making out. I was hoping, because women like, again, each and every woman's different, but with the women I've been with, a lot of them like a lot of foreplay, and I don't mind foreplay. I don't mind making out for a while. So I'm like, okay, I have some time to recover. my fucking dick is completely wet with like a 2-month-old batch of semen, you know, like refined semen, 2-month-old. And I'm like, I don't know, how do I stop this to clean? Like, what's the move? And while we're making out, while I'm still figuring out the scenarios, while I'm still figuring out what the fuck I'm going to do, she says, fuck me. And I'm like, I just busted the first load I've ever busted in 2 months right here, right now. My dick is just stunned. It's literally stunned. Like, it went soft. It was like ears are ringing. You know, beep. Doesn't know what's going on. In a daze. I feel a little woozy, you know. It was an intense experience. And she says, fuck me. And I'm like, I just went like, I went to eat her out, and I did that. I did a poor job because, again, I'm trying to like recollect myself. I'm trying to pick up the pieces of like post-coming, you know, and just screaming my pants. And she says, fuck me. And I'm like, I don't know how I can do this. I don't know what I'm going to do. Dude, I put on a fucking straight face. I ate her out. She said, fuck me again. I tried. I literally went, look, I don't feel comfortable. I can't get hard. That was my excuse. That's the excuse you give, guys, if you're ever in this pathetic situation. I'm a pathetic premature ejaculator. I'm sorry I like you too much. I'm sorry. Oh, it sucks. And I remember, dude, and I powered through it. I just couldn't get hard on the beach because I came so hard in my pants that I couldn't get hard. Thank God she had an apartment. We went to her apartment and we did the deed. But Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Premature ejaculation's so annoying. And that's how I fuck. I don't know you guys, but I come like the first load, and the first load could last. I could come immediately. Most of the times I won't. I'll come like maybe 3 minutes. And on a good day, I dare say 7 to 10 minutes. On a good day, the first load. But that's like on a good day. But after the first load's done, you know, and my dick gets back up like Rocky, it's ready to go, dude. It's rocky solid. It's ready to go. But I need that first load out of my balls to be able to perform well, you know? That's the thing about sex, at least with me. Like, I aim to please, dude. I don't care. Like, I don't know. I guess the way that I logically maneuver through, you know, sex is, you know, I want to do a good job to you. So after I do a good job to you, you do a good job to me. You know, I don't like asking for shit. I like seeing what you bring to the table. Like, what have you learned in this, you know? Bring it on the table. But, dude, coming in your pants is so pathetic. It's the most pathetic thing ever. So embarrassing. Jesus Christ, what am I? 27 minutes in. What else did I want to talk about? Since we're on, I didn't plan to talk about sex. I had a whole thing here. I didn't fucking address it. Since we're talking about sex, I think human beings, the decline of our numbers is going to come. I truly believe this. The decline of human beings on this planet is going to come when scientists finally figure out a way to attach VR and one of those, like, you know, VR, you know, dick pumping machines. Pump it out. You know, those fucking machines that jerk you off to the rhythm of the VR porn that you're watching. Because that technology is there, right? I think that once we figure it out, dude, once we figure out how to connect that machine to the internet and have multiplayer sex games, dude, our numbers are going down, dude. Because all of us are going to be... Dude, getting fucking pumped. Getting milked, dude. If you really think about it, and especially doing quarantine, you know, that would be a total game changer. If someone could invent, and this is going to be the decline of human beings, but it's going to come. It's going to happen. It's going, it has to happen, dude. We have fucking, we have sex bots, but I think sex bots are too weird because it's basically like a dead doll. It doesn't have life, But then we have VR porn, which is like, ooh, this looks nice. But then I remember, and we've all seen this. Most of us have seen this, these fucking videos of these fucking pumping, these dick pumping machines that are synchronized with the VR experience that you're having. And I think that once engineers find a way to connect that dick pumping machine, I am burning time. Go eat a bag of dicks. After they figure out how to connect that dick pumping machine to the internet and have someone on the other side of the world be able to control it, because just a sex multiplayer game. It's like a VR game. You have the controls, but like you feel the stimulation of the actions that you're doing in the game, dude. That's going to be literally the first like sexual, just over the internet sex experience. You know what I mean?
I'm sick of being social engineered. It's not funny.
We're going to be socially engineered, dude, to just make and reproduce less of us. I swear to God. And the fact that no one has made that during quarantine, like if they drop that during quarantine, we are all doomed. But someone has to be working on it, right? Someone has to be working on it. You know what someone has to fucking work on? Nerds. Hey, fucking nerds. Why don't you stop making surveillance equipment that is created to watch large groups of people? Why don't you stop making surveillance equipment and enslaving us? Stop making fucking, all these special ways to mine data for the government or whatever the fuck. And why don't you fucking make a fucking self-cleaning air fryer? For fuck's sakes. Really? Is that much to ask, dude? I mean, my phone knows my favorite color, dude, and I never told it. Your phone knows everything. Okay? Please, at least, if we're going to be in this modern day prison, dude, where we're all monitored 24/7, I want to at least have an air fryer that I don't need to scrub. Anyways, let me look for the inspirational quote of the week. But anyways, I have a segment on this podcast where I say an inspirational quote. I love inspirational quotes. They really help me get through my week. And the inspirational quote of the week is: youth and patience obscures the endless potential for joy that's standing right in front of you. Greg Gutfeld. And this is very true. At least for me. I'm a very impatient person, and that's why I fucking, wag my fist at the world like, why don't I have the things that I believe that I should have yet? Like I'm just this old wrinkly fuck inside, but I have this endless youth potential, Like I just need to be patient. Really, that's all I really need. Just do the work and be patient, and things will come. Truly. Like really, the way that I am with I'm like my dick. I want my goals prematurely. But anyways, that was the inspirational quote of the week. I really hope you motherfuckers enjoyed this podcast. If you're not following the podcast on social media, please follow the podcast on Facebook and on Instagram. All that information is on the episode notes. If you really enjoyed the podcast, hey, share it with a friend. That really helps out a bunch. I'm making videos. I'm making content. Check out my own Instagram, George_Blaha. Again, all that information is on the episode notes. But anyways, I'll keep you motherfuckers posted. Thank you for this one. Peace the fuck out. Thank you, you kind stranger, for clicking on a random video that has 17 views. You're amazing. It's because of people like you that shitty artists or people who think that have talent can keep on living in their delusion.